'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. Got to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die. Richard Ashcroft knew exactly what he was talking about when he wrote this hit, Bittersweet Symphony, back in the 90s. This line from the song is like a mirror to our lives, to the lives of billions of people from all over the world. I might and might not play the rest of the song at the end of this video. Stay tuned. Look, money drives the world. We talk, write, and think about it every single day. We look up to all the Zuckerbergs and the Bloombergs that the world has to offer. We fantasize about living a life like theirs. It's a monster that keeps feeding itself. Entrepreneurs, wannabe gurus, and models keep posting selfies on some remote island as they're about to board a private jet. YouTubers and bloggers teach you how to earn a six-figure salary. After all, who doesn't want piles of money? We've been surrounded by these ideals for centuries. We're so invested in it that we can't see a life beyond it. But at some point, we have to ask ourselves, is money our end goal? Most people wouldn't admit that it is. Well, I need to make a living, I gotta pay the bills, they'll say. That all sounds good, but the reality tells a complete different story. Even the next generation is heading in the same direction. That was a rhyme. Even the next generation is heading in the same direction. My friend is a middle school teacher, and he speaks to his students exactly about this. Unsurprisingly, almost all of his students believe that the only way to succeed is by getting good grades. They believe that they must follow a very specific route. Good grades, good college, good job, good money. We can't blame these teenagers for believing that this is the only way to lead a successful life. They are just reciting what they've heard from their parents and their teachers. It's true that we can't live without money. But for the majority of us, getting enough money for our basic needs, and I mean our real basic needs, has never been easier. A nicer house, a summer vacation, an annual phone upgrade, those aren't basic needs. But when I discuss this with people, they often say, so what's the point of living if I can't afford any of those things? And let me stop right here, because that is the real issue. I mean, do we really believe that this is all life has to offer? At some point, we have to stop and ask ourselves if it's really worth spending the majority of our time pursuing unfulfilling jobs just so we can spend a week in Barbados. No offense, Barbados, lovely country. The honest truth is this: the majority of us are leading a mediocre life just to have more money. We settle, we compromise, we spend the majority of our days doing things that aren't aligned with our passions and our values, and then we reward ourselves for that suffering. We do it simply because we don't know any other way. As long as we keep this cycle going, we'll never be able to focus on finding who we really are. The bottom line is this: you can't get enough of what you never really want. Even Gates and Buffett want to have more money than they have now. The question no one dares to ask is why? It's because of our infinite desire to upgrade, to level up. Most of us pay for houses, cars, furniture, electronics, and vacations that we can't really afford. It's just because we want more than we can afford. We want more than we currently have, and we want more than others have. Ultimately, our lives are like a game of Monopoly. The goal is to accumulate as much money as possible, and then at some point, it's game over. Richard Ashcroft is right. We're slaves to money, and then we die. And that's why we should live just like that guy from Into the Wild. We should burn all of our money and live somewhere remote. Okay, relax. I'm obviously joking. We don't have to eliminate money from our lives. Money isn't evil. Money is just money. It's what we make of it that counts. It's hard to ignore what everyone else does and says, but we must define our own rewards. From spending time with loved ones to pursuing passions, there are many ways to get fulfillment out of our lives. Ask yourself this: where do I see myself in 5 years from today? Would you like to spend less time on things you dislike and more time on the things that provide value to your life? I know I do, and I know it's possible. There are many ways to get there, but the first step you need to take is to retrieve control over your life. That game of Monopoly, just stop playing it altogether. Thank you so much for watching this Sign of Life video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you won't become slaves to money. And don't forget, it's never too late to fulfill yourself. 'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. Got to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the veins meet, yeah. No change I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, but I'm a million different people. From one day to the next I can change my mold. No, 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 no. Well, I never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah. I need to hear sounds that recognize the pain in me, yeah. I'll let the melody shine, let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now, but the airwaves are clean.